Social media, it leads to depression.
I
It was
agree with
leading to
that.
depression in my life because comparison is the killer of all joy. For sure. So I was comparing my real life to other people's highlight films, and it was causing me to be depressed.
Yes.
Well, we can all relate to that.
So when I wake up in the morning now, I find my gratitude. What am I grateful for?
Hi, that was Kevin Gates. I'm Mikayla Haynie, and I'm here today to really just talk about a topic that I think is very important and very near and dear to my heart personally: social media. I think all people of Gen Z, the majority of Gen Z at least, can say that social media is a big part of our lives. And I think sometimes we're aware, but we choose to ignore the fact that social media has had a really negative effect on our lives. The upbringing, this, like how popular and how common social media is in our lives every day now, has really caused a negative impact. And I think that we sometimes just choose to ignore it, or we've all just really accepted it but aren't going to do anything about it. Because I know that social media has a negative effect on my life, a negative effect on my life, and I still choose to go on it every day. Like, I am just as guilty as the rest. But it's easy for me to say that. It's easy for me to like tell you guys all this before I really get into like the actual details and my actual reasons and the effects that it has had, I want to just show you some data that I collected on my Instagram story. So here's a little clip of some data I got. As you can see, numbers don't lie. 78% of people agreed that social media has had a negative effect on our life. Now, if you look, it was out of 90 people, 88 of those people being Gen Z.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. You ain't lied.
So now that you see the numbers, and now that you know I ain't never lied, I just really want to talk about the specific effects I think it's had. I think it's affected our confidence. I think it's affected how competitive we are. I think it's affected our privacy, and I think it's affected how we interact in the real world, what we actually do with our lives now. And to really dive into what I mean by it's affected our confidence is when you go on social media, when we go on social media, we see all these beautiful, handsome individuals, and what we don't realize is that they probably edited and photoshopped the heck out of that picture, you know? So we're expecting us to look like them, but we can't. We will never will, because that is not what they even look like. That is a altered version of what they want us to see. And then when you get into privacy, in middle school, kids are getting exposed on Snapchat. Their nudes are being exposed because they have this easy, just in a click of a button, a dumb kid, a dumb person can just post something and it be out there. And now there's someone's naked body out there without the thought of even like how it will affect them. And then you've got personal info being out in the open that should have been kept to yourself, but we're just stuck in this loop to think we should just overshare, and it's causing us to really lose touch with reality, which brings me into going outside, actually really doing things. Like when you're bored now, you go on Snapchat, you go on Instagram, you go on TikTok. We should be going out, we should be interacting more, and we don't because of social media. And then you've got the competition aspect. You've got these scammers, these rappers flexing all this stuff, making us think we're on the wrong track, we're on this slow track, but we're on the real track, you know? What you see on social media is not real, and that's what we have to really understand to really come back to reality and really make our lives better. Because so long as we rely on social media and see the things on social media and think they're all true, we are never going to be as happy as we could have been, you know? And thank you guys for listening to me. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. But yeah, I hope this has opened your eyes if they weren't already. Let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree, if I had some points I should have made. Have a good day.